Hey, what's up guys, this is a care video of the ball python. I'm putting one up, I think again, because I've watched people do videos and honestly, I'm no expert myself. I'm going to tell you that now, but obviously I will be one. People that are on YouTube don't know fuck all, I'm telling you that now. There's some people out there that know a lot, and there's some people out there that don't know much. For starters, they're actually called the royal python, not the ball python. Their nickname is the ball python. Obviously their videos, when you name them, the ball python comes up more, because that's their nickname. It's pretty much been their name. The name is not the ball python, and then not also known as the royal python. It's the royal python, also known as the ball python. Because ball python is more common, popular name. So start off with the vivariums. You'd want wood. You don't want glass with friggin' vented tops, because that lets out the humidity and heat, and they'll get more stressed if they can see out every way and everyone's looking in. They like to be closed up and sheltered. As I said there, humidity and heat. We'll start off with humidity. This is a great little device that I got off of Amazon. That's water. It tells the humidity, as you see there, 64%, which is perfect. That which is okay. And that's it down the cool end. It's a big water dish, which you don't need to change much, as long as if it has poo in it, or like it gets a bit dirty. He's in there. Get him out in a minute. So yeah, he also has a humidifier there, that one at the back, which is perfect. It's actually just unhumid. Little cool in there. Pop his heat up. He's got a tiny water dish at the moment, because I need to get another big one. And a log. We're trying to get more for him, my pastel. Because he's a bit of an explorer. He likes to go up in the light. Hence we got the basking. Because of the basking lamp, even it's really hot. It's 150 watt bulb. So we got the cage on it. He doesn't have one. He's not much of an explorer in the day. At night he tends to go on it when it's all cold. So yeah, bedding wise, aspen, that does well. It's obviously good for the snake. You don't really, I mean, you can use what you want, but aspen and like special moss, sand, or whatever it's called, is like recommended for them. But this is like fine. It's just basically dry, thin, chipped up wood, which obviously it is. Obviously you have a hot side and cool side. This is the hot side with the lamp and the heat mat on at night, which is all on timers. That's the cool end, which doesn't have anything in it. And likewise for him. So, with feeding, which I think people have mentioned before, and I think I have, I don't know, you don't want to feed them in here, in the natural enclosure. Because if every time you go to put your hand in, if you want to get him out, and he thinks it's food, he's gonna try and bite your hand, and the substrate could get in his mouth and infect him. So I've labelled my drawers, simply because I can find my stuff a bit more. This is his feeding drawer. Literally, it's just an extra bowl, a book, which is fucking useless, and the tongs. This is, when I used to feed him in here, this one, I used to do that and tap the glass, which I'm not going to because I think it's feeding time. And I used to feed him in there, and he hasn't bit me once from doing it in there, but now I do it in that box, and it's fine with it. So yeah, that's the little temperature thing which controls that, which is linked up to the control pad. I've literally just watched a video, and this is really why this is like motivated me to do it, because I saw someone feeding their python, obviously food, and let's get this little fella out quick. He was about, stroke him first to let you know you want to pick him up, or if they're used to it, you can actually just go pick them up. Yeah, someone fed their snake roughly the same size as him. A little mouse. It's like a little small rat. And come on, guys, what can he eat? A little mouse about the size of his head compared to his body. You can feed him something up the width of his biggest part of his body. So I'm feeding him. I don't know when I put the feeding video up. I said I would next time, but I'm not. Cause my mum's friend's son is coming around to watch because he loves them. He's like 8. He loves my snakes. Lovely stripe on the back, which has been mentioned by a YouTuber friend of mine. So yeah, he's actually on like quite big rats now, which are like that big, and obviously they're as wide as his belly. They're very huge. He was on small fluff rats, which I showed you the last one. Now he will be on them. He'll be on them, but he'll be on 2 of them at a time. And he'll be on one big rat because he's older and he's bigger. This one's longer and he's wider. He is just about over a year, and he is, says up there, about 6 months, I think. Just a rough guess quickly. So yeah, I mean, if you have a cold snake, if your snake goes cold, I would say because it could be just because they get a bit over hot, but if they're always on the cool side, I wouldn't necessarily that's a good thing, just because the hot end of yours might be too hot, and it's just too hot to cope for him. See here, he's nice and warm, beautiful pattern. When he's shed next, I'm giving it to my friend's dad because he loves him, but he's not allowed a snake because his wife won't let him. So yeah, it's also known as Spiky Boy. Leading on to that, shedding. Hello. Actually crawling up my arm now. Shedding. To let them know when they're shedding is a very good indicator. Is their eyes, they go blue and like white, bluey white, cloudy. Then that will disappear, and their skin will go a bit darker, and then you'll be able to see or notice the shedding coming off. I mean, he shed a while ago, and it was beautiful, pretty good. The only thing was his head didn't come off perfectly. Apart from that, it was a nice clean shed, which is there. And yeah, it starts to peel off at the head, and then if you like spray him, if the humidity's right and that, and you spray him as well to help him a bit with like water, or you can get by that special spray stuff, which I think is a waste of money because you can just easily do it with water, which is free. Yeah, the reason why I got him out is because he's less jumpy. Yeah, the other one at the moment is still a bit jumpy, and he's going up to my foot, and I wouldn't smell that. Yeah, he's a bit of a happy bugger. He's more friendly than the other one. I will get him out, but he's a bit scatty. And I'll try and show you the difference, and I've just closed the freaking door. So bear with me, guys. But, yeah. There's Jacoby. That's him. He's a lot longer. And he's stretched out. As you see there. Stretching out, he's a lot longer, I would say. That's this little moody bugger. Still getting him used to a bit of poo over there. I'll clean that up after this. Some awful camera angles. Although he's on the cool side, he's actually quite warm because he stays hot for actually quite a while. Yeah, he's still actually quite warm. As you notice, the ball, hence the nickname Ball Python, because he's actually in a tight ball. Not because he's stressed. It might mean stressed, but that was at the beginning when he first got me, was a little bit. It's basically because, just because I have to also keep the heat in and to fit in that log. So yeah, he's my male pastel. Beautiful. And yeah, he's a bit wary of me at the moment still, trying to get him used to me a bit more. Cost me £110 at a really nice pet shop. 11 to bits. I haven't actually got a real name for him yet, so if you guys can think of any names, just tell me and see if he's going straight back into that. See, he's a bit of a weirdo. He's at the other end. And just gonna pop him back in before he runs away. So I don't want him going to that drawer. See, quick as a flash, gone back in. And yeah, that's my Python care and information video. For all the people that out there that don't know shit. Not the people that don't know shit, but the people that talk bullshit in their videos. And this is to help people if they want to get one. I recommend these pets first time. They are amazing pets. Very, very tame. Obviously he's still a bit scatty, but he'll be fine after a while. Just gonna spray his humidity in a minute. Turn his heat down a bit. It's got a bit hot. Probably because I left the door open for a while, so the heat went back up. Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe for more.